A Florida man tried to pet a bison in Yellowstone National Park and got gored. A Florida man is arrested for putting swastika stickers on Tesla Cybertrucks. A Florida woman urinated on a victim's leg after stabbing and robbing him. And lastly, a Florida Uber driver with retired drug dealer t-shirt was arrested with drugs in the car. These are the weird stories on Friday for Weird AF News. They're all from the state of Florida. This is Florida Friday on Weird AF News. I got your Florida fix right here. Let's do it. A Florida man was gored by a bison in Yellowstone National Park. This story's out of Wyoming. A Florida man was gored by a bison. This was after authorities say the Florida man approached the animal too closely. What a surprise. And in the latest shocking news, it's a bad idea, turns out, to mess with a hairy tank with hooves. It seems like every spring, sadly, we get these stories coming out of our wonderful national parks here in the U.S. American tourists doing the dumbest things in our wonderful parks. Pretty soon the attraction is going to be not to go see the wildlife in these parks. It's like, let's go to the park. What, to see nature? No. To see influencers doing dumb things and being destroyed by nature. Grab your popcorn. Now back to our Florida man. Let's get the details. The incident occurred Sunday at 3:15 p.m. in the Lake Village area of the park. A 47-year-old Florida man sustained minor injuries and was treated on site by emergency medical personnel. Only minor injuries, being gored by a bison? How lucky to escaped pretty much unscathed. So it sounds like it was just a gentle goring by the ox. Oh, good bison. Nice bison. Only a gentle goring. This is probably not what happened. This is probably the language that the insurance company is using so that they can avoid a payout. He's got a horn in his back. Yeah, we call that a pre-existing condition. Now it says here the Florida man was treated by emergency personnel for the minor injuries, and the incident is currently under investigation. There are between 3,500 and 6,000 bison in Yellowstone, according to park statistics. These bulls can weigh as much as 2,000 pounds, while the cows can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. They also can run 10 times faster than a human being, so that's comforting. I guess Florida man thinks because he can outrun an alligator, he can also outrun one of these fatties, but not happening. And according to the National Park Service, there were 2 reported bison-related injuries last year and also 1 in 2023. Since 1990, about 25 people have been injured or gored by bison, according to the park. Only 2 people have died as a result of bison encounters, they say. But the agency warns visitors to stay more than 25 yards away from bison and other large animals and at least 100 yards away from bears or wolves. Bison in particular will defend their space when threatened and have injured more people in Yellowstone Park than any other animal, according to their statistics. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was common knowledge that you just kind of steer clear of the bison. Same with moose. You know, these giant beasts that are very fast as well. I mean, that's a recipe for disaster. I know it's hard to believe, but this outcome with the bison is actually 100% preventable with one easy step. Just stay away from bison. I know, so crazy, right? But enter Florida man. Florida man likes to roll the dice in life in many, many ways. I mean, we can't blame Florida man. I mean, Florida man's on the meth, and Florida man on the meth thinks he's Superman.
Yeah, boy.
A Florida man was arrested for placing swastika stickers on Teslas at a hospital. We have a hospital employee arrested after allegedly placing swastika stickers on a couple of Tesla vehicles parked outside the HCA Florida Northwest Hospital. According to the police department, a woman was visiting the hospital. She parked her Tesla in a handicapped spot near the main entrance. Upon returning to her vehicle, the Tesla's Sentry mode notified her of an alert indicating a possible incident had been recorded by the vehicle's external cameras. Yeah, you're very foolish to, deface or attack or damage a car that has 17,000 cameras attached to it. You would think people would know that by now. This woman told the police she initially suspected her vehicle had been keyed due to recent nationwide reports of vandalism targeting Tesla owners. She did not see any visible damage at first, but then she went to a nearby car wash where she noticed that someone had placed a sticker on her rear passenger side window. There was an image of a swastika and the words swastikar. So it's like swastika with an R at the end. I've never seen these. Swastikar. This is a play on words, obviously, referencing a swastika and hinting that if you happen to drive one of these cars, you are supporting a Nazi, which is what a lot of people think Elon Musk is after his little Hitler salute a few months ago. When was that? It seems like forever ago, but it really was probably only 12 weeks ago. Okay, now the woman was very upset because she attempted to remove the sticker and the adhesive residue remained on her car, which is, I guess, a form of damage. Tesla cars can't handle the adhesive residue. Lady, have you heard of WD-40? It takes these things right off. Records show the woman returned to the hospital and contacted the police. Investigators reviewed the footage from her Tesla along with the hospital's surveillance cameras. The videos showed a male, later identified as Floridaman Douglas Barnes, age 49, approaching from the rear of the vehicle, dropping something from his wallet, picking it up, and then placing a sticker on the vehicle's window. He's 49 years old, a little old for these pranks, wouldn't you think? I don't know. People are very, very triggered by these cars. I don't understand it myself. Like, would I buy one? No. But if other people have bought them and drive them, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to damage them. I mean, you're just putting yourself in harm's way here. And at this point, you're even risking, like, I don't know. The Department of Justice could probably give you, the death penalty for damaging a Tesla right now? They seem to be either that or sending you to a South American prison. Or maybe you'll go to the Alcatraz reboot. That'd be a thing. Yeah. Can you see, Alcatraz just being, the center for anyone that damages these Teslas? I could see that. There's a movie in there somewhere. I just rewatched Escape from Alcatraz with Clint Eastwood, by the way. Amazing rewatch. Definitely worth it. And a true story of the three fellas that actually escaped Alcatraz. They're the only people to escape, and their bodies have never been recovered. Don't believe what Trump says. There have been people that have gotten away. Those three men. All right, back to Floridaman and his hatred for Tesla. Further footage revealed Floridaman Barnes placing the same sticker on another Tesla Cybertruck in the same parking lot. Hospital security allegedly confirmed that Barnes entered the building and checked in for a job interview with the pharmacy department. How about that? He's there for a job interview, and while he's there, he just graffitis, basically, some vehicles in the parking lot. How strange. Think he's going to get this job? An employee at the hospital told police she interviewed Barnes for over an hour. Strangely, when asked, where do you see yourself in 3 years, Barnes told the employee that he saw himself burning down a Tesla factory. Just kidding, I made that up. Now, turns out this dum-dum got caught at his current employer, which is a clinic in Weston. The police found him there, arrested, transported him to the county jail. But don't worry, everybody. I'm sure there's a GoFundMe for Floridaman Barnes. They're cropping up all over the place. Anybody who likes to express their hatred is getting some money, strangely. And he'll probably get $1 million. If that lady that said the N-word got $500,000, this guy's going to get $1 million.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place. For changes big and small. Loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
A Florida woman urinates on a victim's leg after stabbing and robbing him at the beach. Pompano Beach, Florida. A judge has ordered a woman to be held without bond after deputies accused her of robbing and stabbing a fellow homeless man in Pompano Beach. They say Jamie Danielle McGuirl, age 48, she's the Florida lady. She urinated on the victim during the crime as well, so some biological warfare going on here. Although they are at the beach, I mean, maybe she thought he was stung by a jellyfish. I mean, isn't that the protocol for a jellyfish sting is to have your friend urinate on you. And if you don't have a friend, you just ask a homeless person to urinate on you. They'll do it for $5, I heard. Now, the arrest report claims that the robbery happened Monday afternoon in a wooded area. Oh, so not at the beach. So there goes my jellyfish sting theory right out the window. The victim told deputies that he was at his tent. He's got a tent. It's right next to McGirl's tent, the Florida woman. So this is a row of tents. We have these in Los Angeles. You can take a wrong turn in downtown and you're just in a village of tents with very happy people, usually. Now, the victim told the deputies that he was at his tent next to the Florida woman's, speaking to her boyfriend. How about that? This lady's living it up. She got a tent and a boyfriend? My goodness. I don't know how you can find a partner living in a tent. It's tough stuff. I can't find a girlfriend, and I actually have an apartment and a balcony. I got a balcony. And my refrigerator right now, I got cold watermelon. I mean, who doesn't want to come over and eat watermelon on the balcony? You would think that I could snag a wife like this, but, it's not working out. Maybe I should just drop it all and get a tent. All right, back to the report. I keep going off book here. I'm so sorry. The report states that, quote, the side of his tent collapsed and he felt a few strikes to his head. And then as he exited the tent, Florida woman McGirl attacked him with a multi-bladed purple tool and a 12-inch piece of pipe. Wow, very sophisticated weaponry here. A multi-bladed purple tool. What could that be? Sounds like some sort of homemade ninja device. It also says, quote, she attempted to slash him with the blades present. The blades present. I would assume she's trying to slash him with the blades present. I mean, the blades that aren't present cannot be used in a present tense slashing. But we appreciate your attempt at getting your verbs right, your grammar correct. She attempted to slash him with the blades present in an overhead motion, which caused a few marks on his upper left back and a slight laceration to his right hand. The victim was able to grab the tool with the blades and the pipe from her possession. After the victim grabbed the weapons from the Florida woman, McGirl, he claims that she then, quote, grabbed his leg near his waistline and urinated on his leg and then fled the scene with her boyfriend. Well, that's strange. A drive-by tinkling. She just grabbed him and urinated on his leg. It's just a strange maneuver at the end. Just marking her territory, Deputies said the victim noticed his cell phone was missing and that McGirl was the only one who could have taken it. Yeah, she might urinate on that as well. You can't be too careful with these Florida women. They say that he then walked over to the Wawa and asked the manager to call 911. Yeah, because he was without a phone. Good thing there's a Wawa in the area. If you're going to be homeless in Florida, you want to be within walking distance of a Wawa. You got about 14 different kinds of hot coffee right there. And I'm sure the bathroom's pretty good. The report states he handed McGirl's weapons to the manager. Authorities say they found McGirl, the Florida woman, on her bicycle in the 500 block of Northwest 6th Street. Wow, she's got transportation, too. She had it all together. She's got it all. She has everything you need in life. You got housing, a vehicle, a boyfriend. Really cool ninja weapons, but yet she just can't be peaceful. She's got to rob people and pee on them. The deputy wrote that he had encountered McGirl and the victim from an incident earlier in the morning as well. The report states that McGirl said, quote, she was not at the tents and had no idea what is going on and urinated on herself in the back of the squad car. This is great. Did you urinate on that, man? I don't know what you're talking about. I have full control of my bladder. Your Officers, how could I possibly have urinated on that man? I just urinated everything. I emptied my bladder right here, okay? I came into the squad car with a full bladder, I'll have you know. It's not full now, but this is the evidence. An Uber driver wearing a retired drug dealer's shirt was arrested with meth found in the car. The story's out of Ocala, Florida. Ocala make ya holla, Florida. We have an Uber driver here wearing a retired drug dealer shirt arrested with 24 grams of meth found in the car. Well, hello, it said retired dealer, not retired user. Okay? This is just a game of semantics at the end of the day. Okay, so we most likely have a Uber driver that's selling drugs on the side. It's tough to make ends meet in Florida. It's also very difficult retiring in the U.S. You need a plan, obviously. You need a side hustle. And because tariffs, man, tariffs are creating situations where a lot of us need side hustles. And you got to change your retirement plan. Well, your retirement plan, I mean, one of the aspects of your retirement plan should be that you don't get caught selling meth, because that's a barrier to retirement. Unless you're thinking like maybe, 3 free meals and some health care in a jail is your retirement plan, which isn't bad, given the circumstances in Florida. All right, let's get into the details here. Let's unpack and smoke this. An Uber passenger texted 911 after their driver mentioned he had a false bottom aerosol can in the car with methamphetamine inside. That is odd, all of it. First of all, I didn't know you could text 911. Can you text 911? I had no idea. Why would the driver say this as well to an Uber passenger? Hey, I have a false bottom aerosol can in the car with methamphetamine. I mean, it's just trying to show off for what reason? Maybe it's just trying to sell it. That was your pitch. It's a strange way to pitch it. I mean, you shouldn't tell anybody where you hide your drugs. Even a customer shouldn't know. And then, of course, you have the passenger just, snitching. Like, what do you care, bro? Yeah, you got methamphetamine. Unless the guy's driving extremely erratically and endangering your life, I don't know if I would snitch on my Uber driver because they have drugs in the car. I don't know. I guess I'd have to think about it a little bit more. Maybe the vibe of the individual would influence me. Like if he seems like a real degenerate, but I don't know. He seems like a fun guy. He's wearing a shirt that says retired drug dealer. This would probably he would seem like a really fun Uber driver. I wouldn't be ratting him out, I don't think. If anything, maybe I'm going to ask, hey, what else you got? Maybe meth really isn't my go-to drug. What else do you have, sir? You got a little Molly somewhere in the car? Oh, yeah, I got Molly. I got a tennis racket with a fake handle, and inside I keep my Molly. I'm telling you all my drug secrets. All right, back to the details of this story about the retired drug dealer. I used to sell drugs. I still do, but I used to as well. Okay, so the passenger calls the police, turns in the vehicle, license plate number. They got all the information, right, from the Uber app. And then an officer spotted the same vehicle the next day driving, conducted a traffic stop. Upon search of the vehicle, they found a false bottom aerosol can with 24 grams of methamphetamine, which is 4 times the bulk amount. Oh, bulk amount? Is that what they're using? Bulk amount? Well, at this point, you should buy your drugs in bulk. You got to go the Costco method because with the tariffs about to hit, the price of our drugs is going to go up. I buy in bulk now as well. In addition to the methamphetamine, they found 4 pills, baggies, cash, 3 cell phones, a digital scale, and a meth pipe. So definitely selling and definitely using as well. I mean, could be consulting too. It's another way to generate some income. I don't deal drugs. I'm just a consultant. Now, they identified the driver as Floridaman Robert Rose, age 47, so not quite retirement age. He denied owning the aerosol can before the police found it in the vehicle. Before they found it in the vehicle? We're going to search your car. That aerosol can, not mine. Just saying. Okay, sir. We weren't going to search the aerosol can so carefully until you just mentioned it. Florida man Robert Rose is facing charges of drug trafficking, possession of felony drugs, and possession of drug, you know the word, paraphernalia.
Oh, Pod Daddy.
The NBA 82 game grind is done, and now the real fun begins. The NBA playoffs are here, and DraftKings Sportsbook has you covered as an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Make it a playoff run to remember with DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FIELDGOAL. That's code FIELDGOAL for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. New customers only. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
Good luck with your life, man.
You're all I've got tonight. I need news tonight. I need news tonight. I got your news tonight, guys. I got your weird news tonight. If you need it, from Florida today. Hope you enjoyed the Florida Friday episode, and thank you if you sent me Florida stories. I got a lot of that Bison story sent to me. You guys are into it. So thank you for that. Made my job easier. Let's give thanks and praise to Amy. Amy Speaks became a member of the Patreon, so we just want to give her some love. She's showing major support for Jonesy and the Weird AF News production. You know, I'm just one man in a closet doing a podcast, 2,000 episodes worth in a closet. Am I crazy? Probably. Amy recognizes my dedication, though, and my devotion to entertaining all of you and educating all of you. And I do it when I'm hungover. I do it when I'm sick. I do it when I don't want to do it. I do it, and it's because I want to keep you guys entertained. So Amy recognizes that as a value in her life, and she's decided to do the ultimate sign of support and join the Patreon. It's like buying me coffee every month, and so I want to give her a shout out. She also wrote me a very nice email. Let me read this. Jonesy, I just signed up for the Patreon because you bring me so much true joy. After my Fold 2, Fold 3, and Fold 4 broke within a year, I chose another Fold option. When I plugged that newfangled Google device into my vehicle and asked the news to play, Weird AF News came up, as if the cosmos were speaking to me directly. You've heard this before, but it was during the absolute hardest time in my life. 15 minutes of your news is so happy and joy-filled compared to 1 second of the real stuff. Thanks and praise go to you, Jonesy. Therefore, I dedicate a song from my favorite band to you for every mention of egg prices that you make. I always giggle. Please play the Beastie Boys' Eggman. Sit back and revel in the amazing thing that you've created. P.S. Your accents and songs bring your news home, so keep on keeping on. Your pal, Amy. Isn't that amazing? Shout out to Amy and David, her husband, who's also a part of this Patreon. Amy and David. So, you guys familiar with the Eggman song from the Beastie Boys? It's off one of my favorite albums, Paul's Boutique. That's Paul's Boutique, and we're in Brooklyn. It was produced by the Dust Brothers. There's a whole documentary on Paul's Boutique that I watched. It's fascinating. They like broke the record for sampling in this thing, and they created such an amazing piece of art. It's so weird and so funny. Oh, I love Paul's Boutique. There's so many funny lines on Paul's Boutique in these songs. Even the Eggman, it's a hilarious song about throwing eggs at people in the city. Saw the convertible driving by, loaded up the slingshot, let one fly. He went for his to find he didn't have one. Put him in check, correct, with my egg on the egg, a symbol of life. I go inside your house and bust out your wife. I pulled out the jammy, he thought it was a joke. The trigger, I pulled his face, the yoke. Just a little bit of it. Shout out to the B-Boys, one of my favorite bands of all time. Anyways, if you guys want to support the show, like Amy and David, please consider doing so by going to weirdafnews.com, by joining the Patreon. You can click on the Patreon banner, or you can go to patreon.com/weirdafnews. Or you can also buy me a coffee there too. Just click on Buy Me a Coffee. Anyways, this was a pleasure, and I hope you're having an amazing weekend, or you had one, or you're about to have one. If you're in Laughlin, Nevada, I'm doing shows in the comedy club that's in there. It's called The Edge. I'm at the Edgewater Hotel Casino. And we're doing shows tonight. What is it? 7 and 9 Friday nights, 7 and 9 Saturday, and one show at 8 on Sunday, I believe. Anyways, DM me or something. I'm on Instagram at FunnyJones. I can get you free tickets. It's the least I can do. Why not? Have a night. Have a night on me. Anyways, good luck with your life, man.